What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone on this Tuesday, the last day of the month. And it's game week. We play the Coppa Italia against Lazio, and then we play Serie A back on Tuesday next week. Oh, a week from now, against our rival Salernitana. They can, surpass us in the league as well. So that's fun, I guess. But please like the video, subscribe to the channel as always, and hit that bell notification. Now, I'm going to talk about, obviously, the moment, the club on the field this time. A comment was made on their video, which made me, make this video because it was a good comment. I don't agree with it, but it was a comment that you can discuss, basically. I don't know the name anymore. I forgot. Excuse me for that. But if you're watching, as you were saying, but going off your comment, I doubt that you were watching, to be honest. You will know. So my match reaction went out, and I was talking. First of all, I was talking the first 7 minutes. I was attacking Allegri, saying what he was doing wrong. And the first comment was, "You never blame Allegri. You're wrong," which again proves you didn't watch the video, like you just didn't. So yeah, move on. But the following comment was, and I tried to read all the comments, saying that I don't have constructive criticism. Now, it's been almost 2 years. There is no room for constructive criticism. We all try. No, it's done. Like, it is what it is. It's very clear what the issues are. We've discussed it so many times, almost daily on this channel. And the following was, because I talk about Danilo a lot, apparently, that I don't have an answer in terms of, that guy needs to be captain. Or you don't have the answers for, Allegri needs to do that. Now, the people who do watch a lot of the videos on this channel know that me and Julian have done, I don't know how many lives, talking about maybe we should try this, play this, don't play these guys in that position, don't play him, and blah, 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 try this. We've done it, I don't know how many times. Probably you're all bored about hearing that. So that part of the comment was weird, because if you watch the channel a lot, you probably got bored with the fact that we went over this issue in terms of play him, do this, do that, so many times that even me and Julian got bored with it, doing it, because it's ridiculous at this point. It is. So that part of the question was also very strange. But the part of the question where it says, the comment, why don't you pick another captain? Because you criticize Danilo. Again, if you watch the channel, I've said many times, there is no captain in this club at this moment in time. There is no leader. There is no leader in this club. Absolutely no one. That's as simple as that. So they gave it to Danilo, and I'm like, I don't really care. In terms of, if he's wearing the armband, if they gave it to someone else, I would probably feel the same way in terms of, I don't think you are a leader on the field. Maybe in words, but you also need to be a good player. It is like, it really is important. Like, you can be Buffon sitting on the bench behind Chesney, but you made it in football. Everybody respects you. Everybody knows you. It's different, That I get. So I don't have a suggestion in terms of pick him, because I'll probably say the same thing. I'll probably have the same opinion. My only stance is that a player like Danilo, with his qualities, and again, he's a good man. Like, he speaks well about the club, but in this moment in time, I don't really want to hear it, because we all know what's going on in and around the club. Like, it feels very forced, and that's the biggest thing. It's being forced up upon fans by the club. It is. Like, it's really, really being forced, and it doesn't feel right. Like, when you need to force something on someone, it means it's not as good as it should be. But we need to make an effort here to make it look better. And it makes it actually worse, because fans are pissed, and fans remember what this club was and what the leaders of this club were. They were great leaders, good men, like Danilo, but above all, they were great players. They were players in shit moments. They stood up. They made the difference. Buffon, Chiellini, Del Piero. They made the difference. They were respected by opponents because of their quality and because they were just great leaders. Everybody respected them. I don't think, again, I do believe the players like Danilo. I don't have anything against Danilo, but these players are very young. A lot of them have won nothing. A lot of them are just, I think, at night they're like, how am I still at this club at this moment in time? Great city, great club, good money, but no idea how I'm still here, to be honest. And I think that's the issue. Like they're accepting it because they haven't seen anything before that. A lot of them. And for me, it's a worry because if we are gonna be forced this upon us for the next I don't know how many years, same goes for Bonucci. Like the last couple of years, and you already saw that in that Netflix series, it was forced. It was just completely forced by him. Like it felt fake. It just felt fake. It is what it is. Like you watch it and you kind of cringed at it. You're like, oh boy, this is just not it. You know, you felt it. This is not it. So I have the same thing with Danilo. Besides the fact that when he does it, it feels kind of genuine. Like he means well. But for me, it feels forced with the club and not him. Like we don't have leaders. That's why when the comment came on, I was like, I already mentioned it weeks ago, but I was like, that's a good question. I don't see a captain in this club at this moment in time. People say Chiesa. I don't think he's captain material. I don't. That doesn't mean he's a bad player. I don't think he's that type of guy. He doesn't strike me as a captain. I'm not gonna lie. He just doesn't personally. Nothing. Again, that's not a knock on him. Like I think you have it or you don't have it. You have that leadership in you, or you don't have that leadership in you. You know, it's natural or it gets forced. Like kind of is happening with me. With me, excuse me. Yeah, for me, but at this moment in time because Danilo, he wasn't a leader at Real Madrid and he wasn't a leader at City. The fact that he became a quote unquote leader in this team is because it's being forced and this club is absolutely deprived of leaders. Like it is what it is. And I think that's a very worrying thing. Like just me personally. And I don't even know how like I don't think you can buy a captain. Yeah, you can buy a leader, a captain, but if he doesn't sit well in the group and he isn't a good player, like a great player, makes a difference, it's very hard. You know, it needs to fit well. Like he needs to fit well in the locker room and all those things. But above all, he needs to lead on the pitch. And I just don't have that vibe. I think if someone says, "Oh, but in this squad," I will say, "Okay, in this squad." But this squad is not good enough. This squad should be complete, not completely, but a lot of them should be completely brushed aside in terms of you need to leave the club and we need to start fresh, different way. And I think a lot of these players being looked at as captain leaders are part of it. They are, in my opinion. But that's just my honest opinion, of course. Again, no, not a knock on him personally. It's just my personal opinion, you know, just to clear that up. And yeah, I mean, I don't even know where to go from this because it is what it is, I guess. Like this is what we have. I don't see us bringing in a player who's like, oh, he can be a leader, like because he won it all. You know, he's respected in the world of football or whatever, or in Syria. I don't know. I don't think that's happening anytime soon. So I do think it's an issue because I do think you need a great leader on and off the pitch. You know, not just in front of the camera, on Instagram, and all those things. It needs to be a leader on the pitch. Yeah, I think I do believe it's gonna take quite a while before we find, you know, some like a leader again. Um, but I guess it is what it is. This is a situation, and we need to deal with it. I believe. Again, I don't know the name of the person who commented. It's not a shot at you, by the way. It's just clearing up stuff because everything you said in that quote, me and Julian went over, I don't know, 100 times on this channel, at least, since Allegri returned last summer, previous summer, excuse me. So the people who do watch the channel regularly know how many times me and Julian went over possible changes in the squad, leaders, captains, all those things. So we discuss it almost weekly, basically, to the point where it's getting boring now. But yeah, that's today's video. Please like this one, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, and I think we will be back live on Wednesday. I don't think this evening, but we will be back live on Wednesday unless some breaking news happens again or like something big comes out. Then obviously, as always, we will be live. But other than that, thanks for watching, and we will see you back again very soon.